Well, morning, Scott. How was your debut at the weekend?
It was good, probably unexpected. I wasn't sure what the manager's thinking was in terms of how long I was going to play, if I was going to play. But I think the way the game was setting out, especially after we equalised, I thought they sort of sat back and slowed right down. And I was watching the game and I was thinking there was a potential for me to get on. And then obviously they got their second goal, which sort of helped them even more sit back. And then the manager put me on, and it felt good to be back involved. It's been a while since I've been playing. Obviously I've been working hard in training, trying to get myself sharp and fit. And I'm sure the more games, then that'll start to come.
The manager mentioned that you were having to do a lot of your pre-season training on your own. I mean, I know obviously everybody was having to train on their own during lockdown, but how hard is it to keep that motivation during those periods when you're just training on your own?
Yeah, it's tough. I think I was quite fortunate in the sense that I was working with a couple of my pals up in Scotland who play in the Championship, and they don't start until October. So there was like 3 or 4 of us working, but it's like the environments are completely different. For example, on my first day training here, when the lads were at Doncaster, I'd done a 5-minute run where I felt good, felt fine, and then you go into the ball working, and that's when you really see how far away you are. And especially for a player like me who likes to be on the ball as much as I can, it's an important part of my game that I need to get my sharpness back, and slowly but surely I could feel it starting to come back.
Now we know that you obviously had offers from plenty of other clubs looking to sign you up over the summer, but was it still a nervous time for you as a free agent?
To be honest, no. But I've spoke to a few even now who are. I think I was quite unfortunate. Well, I was one of the fortunate ones who, like you said, I did have interest. I did have other offers. I made no secret of it that I wanted to go to the Championship, but the offers that I got in the Championship weren't the right ones for me in terms of the club, in terms of the style of football and things like that. I think that's a massive factor, and well, for me personally, it's a massive factor. And then when I made my mind up that it wasn't going to be the Championship this year, I had to go somewhere where I felt I was going to progress again. And I just think how much the manager and the chairman, like, they believe in me and how much they wanted me. I think if you speak to my agent, he said that the gaffer was barting his phone from the beginning of lockdown. So I think when you see things like that, and then you come down, you see the facilities, you speak to the manager, you speak to Luke, you see the way they want to play. Obviously, I've seen that firsthand towards the end of last season. It made it feel right for me, and I'm happy to be here.
How far do you think MK Dons can go then this season? Obviously, last season was a disappointing one for them.
Yeah, of course. It was obviously started hard for them in terms of the previous manager. And I think if you look at the style of football though, that the new manager brought in, I think to play that when they're in the relegation battle, I think it shows you how good the players they actually are, and how confident they are. It'd be easy for them to just hit it forward, try and get a 1-0, hang on to that. But I think obviously from my own experience of them when they come to Burton last year, they absolutely battered us in terms of on the ball. And yeah, I think we'll do that a lot this season. I think the managers and Luke, they like to control the game, and I think you've seen that on Saturday as well. We control the game, so it's just about adding that final part really. Obviously the hardest part, scoring goals, creating chances, which we're doing. So if we can just start scoring goals now, I'm sure we'll be fine.
But we've seen you chip in with a few goals over the last couple of years. That's obviously something that you can bring to the side.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. Obviously I had 9 last season in the middle of January, so it's always been an ambition of mine to try and get as many as I can and to try and keep progressing. Thankfully, season after season, I've got more and more. So yeah, I'll be looking to help as in any ways I can, whether that's goals, assists, creating chances, playing well for the team, and hopefully we can do well.
You'd mentioned that you're probably not quite ready to be chucked in at the deep end quite yet. How long do you think we can before we can expect to see you out there again?
Well, if the gaffer wants to chuck me in, like, sweet, like, I'm signed with that. I spoke to him. Spoke to him on Monday or Tuesday, and we went through like what the thoughts are for me. Maybe get on again on Saturday, and then I think there's an EFL Trophy game coming up where it could be useful for me to get some minutes in that. But yeah, I've said to the gaffer, I've said to Luke, now that I'm in, I just want everything now. I want to play, I want to start games. But obviously it's a long season with a lot of games in this league, and the cups as well, so we need to be careful with that.